I lost 10 pounds laying down. It's your girl Bena, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, as you can see by the title, I am getting a colon cleanse. I'm getting a colon cleanse, and I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous, you guys. But I've been wanting to do this for a while, and the reason why is because I'm currently in the military and I was away on deployment. When I tell you my bowel movement was some shit, it was literally some shit. Like, I was probably going 2-3 days without pooping. Mind you, you're supposed to poop like every day, and I was not doing that. And I was feeling real bloated, real heavy. Like, I just wasn't feeling good. So I'm like, let me get a colon cleanse. I never had one. This is my first time getting a colon cleanse. I'm so nervous. I seen a video on the website of the place that I'm going to. When I booked my appointment, they had a video so you could see like kind of what you're getting into. Whew. So basically the lady is gonna put like a tube in my butthole, which is going to flush water through my colon and flush poop out. Yes, it's literally gonna flush all the shit out my colon, and I'm just so nervous. I know this is gonna feel so weird, but I'm just ready because I know it's gonna be like a relief. Like, I'm ready to feel like light. I'm ready to feel light. I'm ready to be like back to regular. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So I'm super nervous, excited at the same time, and I'm gonna take you guys with me so you guys can see like the process and how everything goes. And it's crazy because I really started off YouTube with like dance videos and travel vlogs, and now y'all are about to be up in my shit, like and I haven't even done Q&A, get to know me. Like, how rude. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comment section, and I will make a separate video all about me so y'all can get to know me. But until then, let's just dive into this video, okay? Because let's just dive right in. Let's go.
I'm basically just soaking and rinsing your colon over and over again. Of course, it feels a little unusual because you're not used to lying on a bed and having poop come out of you, okay? But it is going all through here, and that's what I'm going to explain. So what happens is that, here's a picture of a nice healthy colon. So what happens is water's going in, and we're dealing with the descending colon, which is on this side of your body.
Okay.
This is the descending, the transverse, and the ascending.
Okay.
So this is the area where things exit. So this is how we're going to get the water in. So as the water's going in, it goes in very slowly, and it will keep going until it comes to something that the water can't get past. And so that's either your stool, gas, or mucus, or typically the things sitting in there, right? So what happens is then the water can't go any further, and it just starts to soak that area of the colon. Now what will happen eventually, so if you can imagine something sitting right here, water goes in, you don't really feel anything, and it's filling up, and you're still not really feeling anything, and then eventually you're going to feel a little bit of pressure.
Okay.
It's just water pressure. It's like if you were out watering your garden and somebody wanted to talk to you and you pinch that hose off because the water's still going. Like if you stood there long enough, it would get like this, right? So we're not going to let your colon get like that because you're going to feel the pressure.
Okay.
When the pressure starts to feel a little uncomfortable, and I say that, I get these treatments, so the best way for me to explain is it's like you might feel like a tightness.
Okay.
Like you'll know it because like you won't feel, and you might feel a little bit, and then you're like, oh, okay, that's it. So it's a tightness, and you're just going to say, I'm full. When you say that to me, I turn this handle, which opens a little door, because the tube will be attached here, and then that will open things up so that we'll see things coming out of you through here. Water's going through, not only to fill you up, but it continues then to rinse you out.
Okay.
So when I open this up, water now can go through you and things can come through. And it goes right down through here and out through the sewer line. So now, we might get something out right away, but sometimes if things are a little dry or a little hard or a little stubborn, it might take 2, 3, 4 fills and empties to do it. That's normal. So if we don't see anything right away, don't be disappointed.
Okay.
It's normal. So once I can get this out of the way and things then start to run clear again, because anytime I see that it's running clear, I'm not going to sit here with clear water. I want to go back in and soak it again.
Okay.
So then I'll say, all right, let's do another fill. So then we get in here. Once I got that out of the way, now the water can get up further to the next place where all that's going on. And same thing happens. Fill up the water, it keeps filling, you feel pressure, you say I'm full, we release it, we get that out, and we just keep doing fills and empties and fills and empties and fills and empties for as much time as we have together today. And that's really the extent of it.
And then you need 3 treatments.
Well, to get completely
Recommended
cleaned
treatments.
out.
Okay.
That's what's always recommended.
Okay.
2 things I want to just mention to you, which of neither one may happen, but I like to warn people because nobody ever bothered to tell me. But if you start to feel any cramping, I remember I had horrible cramps my first time because I was really constipated and I was really in trouble. I remember her just saying to me, well, just keep breathing. And I'm like, I'm breathing. What's happening to my body? So let me explain. And I was a school teacher for 20 years, so sometimes I over-explain, so just bear with me. So this is what happens. So your colon right here, transverse colon, does something called peristalsis. It's like an accordion action that it does naturally to push things out. That's why they tell you really you shouldn't have to push, because all this is going on inside of your body. You should be able to just sit there, relax, and then have a bowel movement. So what happens is that if you've thought of when you haven't gone to the bathroom for a while and you get these awful cramps, it's not your stomach. You probably think, oh, I have a horrible stomach ache. Your stomach is up here. You're not really having a stomach ache unless you're like have food poisoning. It's your colon that's pushing and wanting to get it out. Because then as soon as you have a bowel movement, that cramp is gone, right? So that's what's happening. This naturally happens, but if it can't push it, it'll keep doing it. It'll keep doing it. And then you're like, oh, and you're trying to rub your stomach, and then finally you go. So this promotes peristalsis action.
Okay.
In fact, people that have like over abused laxatives, I've had clients that it's like a workout for your colon that they can get off of it because now things start moving. It's called a lazy colon when that stops happening. So if you feel any cramping, it could just mean that you've got some stuff backed up in here. Breathe through it. But you'll know what it is, and what I can offer you is some peppermint essential oil on a little cotton pad, just a little aromatherapy. You just stick it under your nose, and it really helps.
Okay.
And as soon as we see the poo coming through, then it's gone.
It's gone, right.
And it's not like you're sitting there just trying to deal with it. I'm doing massage the whole time.
Okay.
So if anything like that happens, then I'm helping to try to get it pushed through.
Okay.
But it might not happen. But I just wanted to warn you. The other thing is that if people are really toxic, and because we're stirring toxins up as we're getting things out, if you feel any nausea, I have ginger for the same reason.
Okay.
All right, so I just don't want you to be taken. Because she didn't say anything to me, I'm laying there thinking, what is going on? I was kind of flipping out a little bit.
Okay.
So I've tried to think of all the things that were not explained to me, and I want to explain them to other people. So I'm just going to bring you up a little bit higher here. Okay. All right, your treatment's gonna be just like you are. It's very therapeutic and can help with any back pain or anything like that. You're also lying on, in that biomat is channels of amethyst and tourmaline. So it's really has some calming and healing benefits. Yeah, so that's what the warmth is about. All right, we're gonna get started. I take it you don't want this part filmed. I'm just kidding. All right,
No.
come on. You gotta have a sense of humor if you do this all day. Okay, touching. So just relax. You go ahead and get the waist tube attached, and we're gonna get you turned back over onto your back so that you can watch the show. All right, I'm covering you up now. Okay, let's start getting some water in your colon.
Started already?
Mm-hmm. So my first thing I do is just to get some water into your colon. So water's already in there.
Oh wow.
Does the temperature feel okay? Not too hot or too cold?
It feels good.
If you don't feel anything, then we've got the right temperature.
Yeah, I feel it.
Okay, so now the first thing I'm going to do is a 5-second quick fill of water.
Okay.
That is to get any gas that could be sitting right there. It'll just help get that out of the way because gas can hold things back. So
Okay.
I'm going to do that, count to 5, and I'll release it. But it will give you a sample of what I'm talking about with this pressure. So I'm going to start now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Okay. When's the last time you had a bowel movement?
Before I came here.
Okay.
It's like 30 minutes ago.
Right, great. Alrighty, so we're going to get started with what I was explaining. So now the water's going to be going in very slow, and you're going to let me know when the pressure starts to feel a little uncomfortable just by saying, I'm full. I'm watching the gauge the whole time.
Okay.
So I don't want you to be concerned that I'm off drifting somewhere and this pressure's going to get high. I'm watching it, and I will not let it get any higher than what is safe.
Okay. It's like bubbly.
It's bubbly. Okay. Yeah, and as the water starts getting things kind of moving a little bit, it can feel a little weird. You know,
Yeah.
like it sometimes can feel a little bit like that stomachache kind of feel where things are kind of grumbling and moving. That's when things start moving a little bit.
I'm full.
Okay, perfect. All right, so now see, I open things up, turn the water up a little bit, and we're going to look to see if we've gotten anything to move through. So I'm going to go ahead and do some massage on your abdomen. Please let me know if I'm pushing too hard or if you feel any pain. This is just to help break things up a little bit, to help things move.
Wow. Just wow. Like when I tell y'all, I got out that office feeling 10 pounds lighter. I came home, got on the scale, and was 10 pounds lighter. Literally, like, I'm normally 150. Got on the scale, it read 140. I really wish I would have took a picture of the scale before so I could, like, insert a pic in this video. But y'all gonna have to take my word for it. Like, literally. I thought overseas, because, you know, I was working out a lot. I thought I'm sitting here bulking up, you know what I'm saying? Muscles coming in. No. Your girl was full of shit. Your girl was full of shit. Like, wow. Like, wow. And it felt very weird because when you go take a shit, you go to the toilet bowl, you sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was laying flat on my back on a bed. and it's just shit coming out my booty hole into this tube, and you can see it. It's like a screen on the wall. Well, y'all seen. But oh my goodness. So when she first started, like she did like 4 flushes, nothing was coming out. So she was like, okay, I'm gonna send you to the bathroom and let gravity take its course, right? So she took the little plug out. I went to the bathroom, and when I tell you, wow, like then I got back on the bed and she put the plug back in, and it was just, shit was just shroom, 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 shroom. Shit was coming through the tube, honey. Like, wow. What a relief. Like, I just feel so light. At one point, I was sitting on the bed like, come on, let's go. I'm definitely gonna go back again because it's recommended that you get 3 treatments, because your colon is about 6 feet long. What she was saying is about 6 feet long. So I only got about maybe like 2 feet. So I have to do 2 more treatments in order to, you know, cleanse the whole colon. But y'all, that was an experience. I'm going back. Period. That was definitely an experience. So if you've gotten this far into the video, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my channel, support your girl, give me a big thumbs up, and don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section so I can answer all your questions in a Q&A or get to know me video. And yeah, until next time, thanks for tuning in.